Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Kicking off the week with a Monday grind as we do. I've lined us up 6 killer bands to check out. We're going to get straight into it today. The first band we're going to check out is Proletar. We've checked these guys out before on the show. Very cool band. The track is called Martelaar. Let's get into it. Sick one. Just a short one, this one. Nice, thick, dirty guitar tone in this one. Really chunked out the mix nicely. Great vocal as well. Let's move on. Excuse me. This next band is called Collapse. They're from Malaysia. This might be 2 tracks, Man and Wars. Let's give them a spin. Nasty. Sounds dope with a jumpy vocal. It. Really like this overall tone of this sound. It's got a real lo-fi, tapey sound to it. God knows what it sounds like on tape as well. A lot of noise in the mix and stuff, which made it kind of sound, everything else sound a bit buried. The vocals are very buried and stuff, but man, it's had such a great sound to it, this one. Really, really cool. Loved it. The double vocal was super heavy. The drums had a cool sound. Nice thick guitar again. So yeah, that was a really cool mix. Lo-fi as hell, dirty, but just came together super nice. This is Napalm Ted. He's back again. This one's called RotGut. Getting some chunky guitars today. Dope one. This is my favourite that we've checked out from Napalm Ted. Really thick, nice blast section in there as well. And again, this whole mix just had a cool tone to it. Bit buried vocal, very noisy. Not the kind of mix you'd get from a kind of modern metalcore guy with his super clarity. Totally the opposite of that. But it just shows you there's more than one way to get a great sound. This is our great friends Beaten to Death. I've got them back on the show again. This one's from 2020. I'm not even going to say the name. You can say that one for yourself. Let's just give it a spin. Now this one's a much more clarity mix, but we know these guys like a stringy sound. They use Telecasters, sick drums. Man, that's a hell of a distortion. This band just kicks ass. Sick. I think this might be the heaviest track we've had out of these guys, because these guys are super heavy, but again, they've got that stringiness to the guitars and generally not as thick and chunky as those other bands that we've had, which gives these guys a different sound, particularly within the grindcore scene, because there's not too many bands that are doing that, you know. So it came across really nice, but in this one there was the distortion in there that was super heavy, dirty, grisly, nasty tone. Just gave it extra heaviness to the mix that I haven't really heard from these guys before. Sick. Absolutely love this band though. The drummer in this one just knows the right way to move the track, bring in the blast beats, got a great sound on his kit as well. We've got two more bands to check out. This band's called Into the Storm. Their track is called Knuckles. Love all the rolls down the toms. Great drumming in this one. Cool video. There you go, that's the end of that one. Yeah, cool video. Every week we seem to have one at least animated video like that in the grindcore band. Super dope. Man, I enjoyed the sound on this one as well. I've had a bunch of great sounding mixes today where the overall mix has just got a certain tone to it. These guys I thought had a really nice early 2000s tone. This track is a bit older, from 2016 was when it was uploaded. But even so, it sounded like a kind of 2004, 2005 mix to my opinion. It had a bit of a rawness, had more of an analog sound to it than those real crisp digital mixes we get nowadays. The guitar tone in this one as well is quite stringy. I wouldn't be surprised if they were using a telly or something like that in this band, but instead they had the gain really quite rolled back on this, so it was dirty and crunchy rather than thick and distorted, and that again just brings in a different sound to the overall mix. So man, I've really enjoyed all the different kind of sounds we've had today. Every band's brought something different and shown you that, you know, two mixes don't need to sound the same to sound really great. The last band we're going to check out today is Curetaje, is how I think you might say it. Probably wrong. The track is called El Diablo Baila Punk. I think these guys are a crust punk band, so let's finish off with them. Just makes it super heavy. Nice deathiness to these guys as well in the trendy riffs. Yeah. Sick one, man. That's 6 for 6 today. All over the world we've been again, as we normally do on this channel on the Mondays. Well, pretty much every day of the week we try and get as many bands from different areas of the world. I like to check out music from all over the world because metal is universal. If you're into metal, you're just into the sound of metal, distorted guitars, drums and shouting vocals. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can get that job done. That's why I really like checking out all bands from around the world to see what they're doing, because different areas of the world have got different sounds. They like their mixes to sound different ways and things like that. And maybe that's why today we've had a bunch of all different mixes. Every band sounded different, been recorded and mixed in a different way. And maybe that is because they're from different parts of the world, or just because that's how they want to sound. But I really, really like it that we just get a whole eclectic mix of stuff. You know, we're not just getting one country's sound, one country's grind and all of that. We get the whole world to check out. That's one of the best things about the internet nowadays, is we can just zoom across the world instantly with a click of a button and check out what they're doing in Malaysia and all over the rest of the world. And you know, check out their music as well. Super dope, because back in the day you'd have never heard a band from Malaysia if you weren't from there. It just wouldn't have happened. You know, getting hold of the music just wouldn't have happened. But nowadays, as I say, with just a click of a button, we've been all over the world today checking out bands from all over the world. I think it's super dope. So there you go. That's what we're going to do today. If you want to get on the show this week, there's still slots open. Head over to the website and make a priority submission. Skip the queue. All the links are in the description for that. If you're in a grindcore band, I just need as many submissions as I can for that. Head over to the website, make a free submission. You'll get straight in the grindcore queue, because I don't feel like charging bands for a 40-second video. I think that's a bit stingy, but I need as many grindcore vids as we can, so send them over, and you'll probably get on the show because we get through so many bands on these Mondays. Eventually you'll get on. So there you go. That's it for today. We've got some cool bands coming up for the rest of the week. If you like underground bands every single day, hit the subscribe button, because that's what we do over here. Other than that, we'll see you around, guys. Bye.